AP Media presents Fairhope Hospice Today. Brought to you by Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home.
Hi, welcome to Fairhope Hospice Today. I'm Kristen Glazier, President and CEO here at Fairhope Hospice, home of the Pickering House, and I am so excited today. I've got a couple of guests with me. We're going to have a great segment. So I am honored to have with me Twyla Summers, our volunteer manager, and Marcy Beal, one of our volunteers. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
Guess what we're going to talk about today?
Oh, I'm hoping trash to
Trash to
treasure.
treasure. So we are going to jump right in because I said the other day I was at Rotary and I said this is probably the Lancaster's or Ohio's greatest garage sale. For those of you that have not been a part of Trash to Treasure, we're going to give you all the details and talk a little bit about that. But I want to talk a little bit about Twyla and Marcy. First of all, Marcy, how long have you been a volunteer?
Oh, 14 and a half years now.
Wow, okay, okay. Twyla?
I've been around for 19 years.
All right, so you are not just a volunteer, you are the volunteer manager. You are the glue, the glue of the volunteers.
Oh,
Yes.
shouldn't say glue.
So how did, let's talk a little bit about how Trash to Treasure started. Do you remember?
Well, I remember I was a volunteer before I took this position, and we were doing it a little bit then. It was very, very small, and I think it was for one day.
Okay.
And then I've been here for 19 years, and so it's just grown. We started at 2 smaller places, and then we ended up at the fairgrounds. We started out with 1 building, then 2 buildings, and now we have 3 buildings.
We have 3 full buildings.
3 full buildings,
Yeah.
correct.
Twyla, should we share with them just a little tidbit of our history since you
Okay,
started
sure.
as a volunteer?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, when I started as a volunteer many, many years ago, Kristen was just starting out with her career, and she was my volunteer manager.
We have come full circle, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great story. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So
Neat.
We were both so young then.
Yes.
we were.
Yes.
Let's talk first of all, so we don't forget, because I know we're going to talk about a lot of things. Let's give the details.
Okay.
When, how, and where this Trash to Treasure will occur.
Okay, so I'm going to use my flyer so I don't get anything wrong. Trash to Treasure. The sale is June the 12th and June the 13th, from 8 to 4 on the 12th, 8 to 2 on the 13th, and it is at the fairgrounds. You can't miss us when you turn in and go through the gates. You just can't miss us. And this is at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds. But if you have things to donate, you can drop it off starting Monday through Thursday. And the times are from 10 to 4 each day, but on June the 11th, it's only from 10 to 2. So get on our website and we should have all that information. We do not accept books or clothing, and it's really hard for us to take big items. So big entertainment centers, big hutches, big tables. We just don't have the room for that, so we do not accept that.
So Marcy, I want to talk just a little bit about exactly what this looks like, because if you have not experienced it, it is something to behold. So that first day when we're accepting items, people can drive their car right up to the door there at the barn. Mm-hmm. They can pop their trunk, open their doors, and a whole rush of volunteers come out. They bring all the items in. They sort them. Talk us through what that looks like a little bit.
Well, the items need to be priced, so they'll put them in front of a table where we have a lot of volunteers that price them and then give them to somebody. We put them in baskets, then they start taking them down and setting them on tables. We have it organized by some tables. It's like all dinnerware, and others crafts, kitchen stuff, small appliances, housewares like towels and pillows, just everything. Pictures, tons of pictures and baskets on one wall. So the items come in, they get priced, and they get put on the table right away. And it goes very well, but sometimes we go to backup because we have a lot of people dropping things off and we're not processing as quickly as we can. And then if an item that comes in is for like a specific holiday, we have a barn directly behind the big barn that comes into, and then it's sorted again into like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, patriotic holidays, things like that. And we, sometimes we price those items back there. And then there's another building behind that, and that's where like the furniture is. So like if smaller tables, chairs, things like that, they go back there, and then the people back there clean them up and price them and set them out. So I mean, it's just a bustle of activity, but a lot of fun. The volunteers have a blast at this thing. It is just hilarious. We have so much fun. It's just a social event for us too, because we all get together and have a lot of laughs. And it's just wonderful. And I have to say this, my very first experience with Trash to Treasures was the sale in June of 2012, because I had gone through volunteer training in the fall of 2011. So it was my first Trash to Treasure. And we only had that sale for one day then, remember?
For a few years, we just did it for one day.
And so we only had drop-off pricing and everything the day before the sale. It was crazy. We were there till late, getting everything ready for the sale the next day.
Was everything just in one barn at that time?
Yes.
Oh
I don't know how we did it, but I always say that was my baptism by fire.
That's
right.
Trash
to Treasure.
That is right. I think when you talk about it, it sounds like it's so easy, and it's just, everybody has their spot. But when you're talking about the pricers, there's a table of 6, 7 women. And then you see all the men running up, and the other volunteers they're grabbing, they know exactly where to take it. Yeah. So I think the other thing that's really fun and interesting is just to see all the variety of items that come in.
Yes.
How many things come in that you guys don't know what they are?
There have been a few, haven't there? There really have.
We try to guess what they are, and then
usually somebody will figure it out.
Sometimes
somebody gets their phone, takes a picture of it, and they find out that way too. But and we volunteers know not to schedule our vacations during the week of Trash to Treasure.
That's true, because the boss
does not like that.
Well, it takes so many hands to make this happen.
Oh, it does. It does.
It's just, and staff helps out too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and I think it's just such nice camaraderie in the community. It gives them a chance to give back. Maybe they don't donate to Fairhope throughout the year, but maybe they know. I can't tell you how many people have stopped me and said, Trash to Treasure's coming up. I've got all my things. This is their way to give back. The good thing too is everything is priced to move. They want it priced to leave, make an offer. So it's just, I just think one of the really incredible things that has grown and shows just the strength of the volunteers and what a great job you do.
Yes.
Well,
So
and I think too, we celebrate life.
Yes, we do.
And we celebrate at that Trash to Treasure, and family members come in and they tell us their stories, and we get to listen to them. So it's a wonderful atmosphere.
And we have people come year after year. You get to know them because you know what they look for.
Right.
And so it's like, hey, come here, and you show them where the things are that they always are there for.
I think that's a really neat part too is every Friday morning when the sale actually starts, we do a Facebook Live page, and every year there are more people lined up. We open at 8. By 7:15, I think last year there was probably 70 people lined up
or more.
Yeah. So it's just we need to get the word out. Feel free to donate. Let's give that information one more time there, Twyla.
Okay, so the sale is June the 12th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., June the 13th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So one last thing I want to talk about. If you have any questions, please give us a call here at 740-654-7077. But I want to talk about the money. We make you guys make some money, and all that money goes back to Fairhope to take care of our patients and families. But you know, I've known since I've been here that every year you guys, most of the time, pick out something very special to you that you want to donate as a volunteer family. So I remember one of the first years I was here, you donated a bed, and not just any bed. It's a bariatric bed. It's the top of the line, and it's for people to be comfortable. We've had husbands and wives, and you know, children and parents that lay that there together and just are able to be together. So we're so thankful for that. But all that money just goes back to take care of our families, and we're really grateful for that. This year, which we really love, is we were sitting here at the Pickering House in the family kitchen, and behind us that you can't see, the volunteers were able to donate to us a spot. It's called the Comfort Cup, and it has every kind of beverage that you think, hot beverages, cold beverages, and they also supply that for us, and our families get great comfort from coming in here just to step out of the room, get a nice cup of coffee, a nice cup of tea, and just take a breath. So for that, I'm very thankful for you guys. But I'm so excited to know what we're going to do this year. I can't wait. I can't wait. Any ideas, any sneak peeks, anything already coming in?
Well, no, not really. But so you just never know.
Yeah.
It's always amazing to us what comes in. So
Yeah, I have a lot of friends and relatives that always donate stuff.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah, so we have to get going. My gosh, start getting that stuff. Yeah, load up the garage.
Yeah. So just so you know as well, that the sale will be on that Friday and that Saturday. But starting that Monday, I think the 8th you said?
yes,
Okay, so starting the
8th through the
8th,
10th.
you can bring your items in your car, pull up front, hit the trunk, we'll come out, take everything, bring it inside, get it priced. So we appreciate that. We are not going out to pick up things this year. It just gets to be too much trouble, a lot of things. So just drop them off. We're glad to have them. So again, if you have questions about Trash to Treasure, anything that you need to know, just please give us a call at 740-654-7077. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure.
You got your running shoes on and ready to roll.
I'm ready.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned. It is so important for families to feel comfortable and safe when they call, because oftentimes that first phone call, even picking up the phone physically and just dialing that number, is very hard. You're asking for something that is a very difficult and private decision, and so we want everyone to feel comfortable and safe that you pick up that phone, you make that phone call, and let us just guide you and lead you where you want. And then you can make an informed decision about what's best for you and your family.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
At Fairfield Federal, we believe true prosperity is shared. For 130 years, Fairfield Federal has invested in the community that built us. From supporting businesses that employ our neighbors, empowering the initiatives that strengthen our community, and serving generations of families, Fairfield Federal is proud to share this milestone of progress with our hometown. Fairfield Federal is your place for checking, savings, and home loans. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
Did you know Fairfield DD supports more than 1,700 people right here in Fairfield County? That's 1,700 unique journeys, each with their own talents, goals, and challenges. And while every path looks different, one thing stays the same. Life is better with the right support. That's where we come in. From early childhood and school transitions to employment and adulthood, Fairfield DD helps connect individuals and families to the resources they need every step of the way. Because when the right support is in place, people can live more independently, contribute in meaningful ways, and help build a stronger, more vibrant community for all. Learn more at fairfielddd.com or follow us on social media. Together, we're creating a more inclusive Fairfield County.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. it's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is. Hi, welcome back to Fairhope Hospice Today. I'm Kristen Glazier, President and CEO here at Fairhope Hospice, home of the Pickering House, and we are at our beautiful Pickering House setting today in the family kitchen. And I am joined for this segment by a brand new volunteer, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself.
Thank you.
Hello,
Hi,
welcome.
how are you?
Tell us a little bit about you.
My name is Lana. I have been here about 3 weeks, so I'm pretty new. I transferred from a hospice house in Florida to this hospice house. It's pretty much the same, a little bit of a difference, but it's just still the same wonderful patients and their families for me to take care of, to try and take care of, and maybe take a few minutes of their worry away each day.
How long were you a volunteer in Florida?
4 years.
Okay.
4 years.
Well, I'm so glad that when you came to Ohio, you found us.
Oh, I did. By mistake, not by mistake.
Well,
but
that's a good mistake. We're thankful.
A lady in my water aerobics class, we were talking, and I told her what I did in Florida, and she said, well, we have a hospice house here. And I'm like, oh, you do? I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, and I think I called you the next day, so.
Well, good. Well, I'm
Yes.
thankful for that.
Oh, so am I.
You know,
So
I
am
think it's good for us to talk. The first segment, we talked a lot about Trash to Treasure and how the volunteers impact that and really are in charge of that event. And but I think for this segment, it would be important to kind of get your perspective as a new old volunteer. You just went through training with Twyla.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was very enjoyable. It was it 3 hours?
It was
Every Wednesday
for
3
6
hours
weeks.
for 6 weeks, and it wasn't as bad as I first thought it was going to be. It was very enjoyable and get to meeting other people, especially Twyla. Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes when you say 3 hours, you're like, oh boy.
Right.
But how fast did that go
Oh, it
by?
does. Yes.
Because we want you to know everything about us.
Oh, and I
It's-
learned a lot.
Yes, we have a lot of speakers that come in, and that time just flies.
It does. It does.
And that 6 weeks is gone, and then we are all like, oh, we're not going to
Yeah,
see each
You
other
get to miss
again.
each other.
Yes.
I do think it's important to stress when you think about volunteering for a hospice or Fairhope, you know, our responsibility is to protect you, to take good care of our patients, and we want you to be part of our family. So I think if you think about it, it's 3 hours, it's 6 weeks, that feels like a big commitment.
But it's not.
But it's not. And I think it's just the fact that you learned, we want you to know everything. We want you to feel comfortable in whatever type of volunteering,
Yes.
you know, that you're going to do. So it's just real important that people go through that training, and I'm
Oh,
thankful that we have
yes.
such a good and frequent class of volunteers. We've got a class right now.
We have a class right now, and then we will start our summer one in August.
I think when you first called me, there was only 4, but then the class ended up about 12, wasn't
Yes.
it? So it grew. Yeah.
So can I ask you something maybe a little more personal?
Sure.
So it seems like a lot of our volunteers come to us, we know their why. Why do you want to volunteer as a hospice volunteer? And a lot of them will talk about the fact that hospice touched their lives in some way. Is there something that brought you to hospice in Florida?
Not particularly. Fortunately, I haven't had a family member go through the hospice situation. If I ever do, they will be here. I just have always had this calling for taking care of people.
Okay.
I worked at Grant Hospital for 15 years before we moved to Florida.
Okay.
And I was a CNA there and also a unit clerk. But my time there, that was a very, very close-knit family. Like I can see this is here, it's starting to be. But if I can do one thing for one person a day, that's all I ask, is to help them some way, because they're going through so much in their mind and, you know, and their heart. and they need a hug, even if it's just a virtual hug.
Yeah.
You know, if I can do that, that's what I want to do.
Well, that's why we love our volunteers. And, you know, I think something that's important to talk a little bit about too is how you want to volunteer. You know what your calling is for you.
Yes.
There's
yes.
a lot of volunteers that really prefer not to be with patients. I mean,
True.
there are always things that we need help with.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it is.
If they're
It's
not.
fine.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
it is.
so if you're interested in just trash to treasure, or you like to walk in parades or ride the float, you can do that. If you want to sit at the front desk and welcome people in, do office work. So there's a lot of different things, and that's available. And sometimes you come up with new ideas that we never even thought about.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and I think too, like we have bird feeders outside every room. Those bird feeders need filled. I don't think people realize too that every person that sits at the front desk is a volunteer. So from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m., 7 days a week, that's unheard of.
And it's 3 times a day, so it's 3 different volunteers per day, 7 days a week, you know, all year long. And sometimes I don't know how we do it, but we do it.
You know.
Well, it's not, like I always say, it's not a bank. They don't close at 5 o'clock and go home.
Yeah.
This is a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week operation.
And I think oftentimes there are families that are in later in the evening that just need an ear. You know, you're at the front desk or someone's at the front desk. They just need a minute to take a breath, have a conversation with someone, and you know, I think that's really important. So
just to relieve, get it off of their shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a day, even in Florida hospice, that I didn't have somebody who I cried with or talked to, just to let them know that they weren't by themselves. And
So let's give some information. So if anyone is interested in becoming a volunteer for Fairhope, please call us at our main number, 740-654-7077. You can ask for Twyla, who is here with us today, or just tell someone that you're interested in volunteering. They'll get you to the right place. Twyla will give you a phone call back, and you guys can talk about really what your goals are as a volunteer.
And they have great cookies in class
Oh,
too.
there you go.
Yes, we always provide a snack, and you know, where else can you get better cookies than
That's
here?
true. That's true. I haven't found it yet.
Twyla, how many volunteers do we currently have?
Well, we have around 134 volunteers right now. Not all is active at the same time because we have people that go to Florida in the wintertime.
No, I don't go to Florida.
Not
I'm
you
here.
anymore.
I'm here now to
Not
stay.
you, but we do. And we have some volunteers that have to be off because maybe they're having a knee replacement, a hip replacement, some cataract surgeries. So, you know, we are still with them as they're off, and they always come back.
You know what I think is really important to talk about, because I've heard a couple people, because I always come into your volunteer trainings and I get to introduce myself and talk a little bit to the volunteers, but some of the volunteers are surprised that they don't have to make a commitment of hours either per week, per month, or per year. You know, I think the way that we look at it is when your time is ready and you have time to give, we'll take what you have to share with us.
Right. Well, and you know, life gets in the way.
Does.
And you know, it's just, and we have such great volunteers, we don't want to lose them because they can't do, you know, so many hours a week. So that's why we do that.
And you know, the other thing that's important too is we need volunteers in all counties that we serve. So we serve anywhere that we can reach within an hour of the Pickering House. That's where we will provide care, but also volunteers. So you know, there's always a great need for Hocking County, Perry County volunteers. So if you live in that area and you're interested, please give us a call. There is always someone that needs support, that needs to be seen, because, you know, although you're here at the Pickering House, I mean, we have 190 patients.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have different needs. They need someone to come in. A loved one has an appointment. Just anything you can imagine, there's that need there. So if you have an interest in that, please just give us a call.
And one other thing, if you have a heart for facilities or assisted livings, we need that as well. So if that's what you enjoy doing, please give me a call.
That's what I enjoyed, and I was so grateful that you were able to find me, you know, what I wanted and what I really needed to do. So I do appreciate you.
makes a happy volunteer, right?
Yes, it does.
And
Very
that's
much
what we
so.
want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to give you the number one more time. The number is 740-654-7077. Give us a call. You can follow us on Facebook. Last week, well, this will run all month, but in April we had National Volunteer Appreciation Week, and so you can follow us on Facebook or jump on our website at fairhopehospice.org. We're always glad to for you to take a look at the information we have and reach out to us. Any other points of wisdom or knowledge that you would like to share?
Come join us. It'll do your heart good.
All right, thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for coming to Ohio.
Oh,
Thank you for
having
coming
me
to
back.
Fairhope.
Yes, thank you.
And you know, one of the things about Lana, I was so excited when we first met. Well, from the phone call, she was like, I am so excited. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then you were so excited to come to class.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I could count on you because you knew what you wanted to do. And now you're doing it.
Yes, I am. Thank goodness.
Well,
Yes.
thank you for being here, and thank you
Oh,
for
you're
being
welcome.
on TV. We
Oh.
threw you right into the fire,
Yes,
didn't
you
we?
did. Yes, you did. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Twyla. That's all for our segment today. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have any questions, please give us a call here at Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, home of the Pickering House. I'm Kristen Glazier. Thanks for watching.
IVP Media presents Fairhope Hospice Today. Brought to you by Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home. The Pickering House on the campus of Fairhope Hospice in Lancaster, Ohio, is a place where people receive end-of-life care in a comforting, home-like environment. Constructed in 2007 and named after benefactor Virginia Pickering, the facility's initiative is grounded in Fairhope's deep commitment to a full continuum of care, where quality of life is a priority through the end of life. At the Pickering House, our team of physicians, nurses, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers attempt to bring the same warmth and comforts of home. Located on a tranquil and scenic bluff amongst 40 wooded acres, the Pickering House delivers personalized care with the kind of compassion that you would expect, because here, patients and their loved ones are all considered family. The Pickering House has 12 ample-sized and comfortable patient rooms. These spacious rooms allow privacy and provide comfort for family members spending time, day or night, with their loved ones. Families are encouraged to use the many amenities of home that the Pickering House is available to them. The large family lounge offers a kitchen for loved ones to prepare meals and snacks. They can also take advantage of one of the 2 3-season porches with great views of nature all around. A chapel, great room, family laundry, and family shower are just a few of the comfort features the Pickering House has to offer. More recently, additions have been made outdoors to accommodate the children who visit, including a play set and a playhouse. In addition to amenities for loved ones, the Pickering House boasts the finest in-food service for patients, with a staff who is dedicated to bringing joy to those they serve. Special food requests are taken to bring a smile to the guests of Pickering House. Finally, our large facility easily accommodates families of all sizes, with plenty of private spaces for meetings, discussions, and reflections. It is the mission of the Pickering House for those who enter to think of it as a special place where peace, respite, spirituality, and love prevail. We welcome you to tour our facility or visit us online at fairhopehospice.org.